See, like, this is the shit I'm talking about, right? Y'all motherfuckers want to live in fear, bro. And I'm not saying nothing needs to be like that. Nothing needs to be to the point where a motherfucker is living in fear, bro. And then on top of that, I understand the climate and what the fuck going on around the world. You dig? But it's something about seeing another grown man help another family, right? And I understand if the man is not present, then the police officer that's a man needs to help that family in a situation that's dire, right? Especially motherfuckers sending lead, you dig? The problem is, though, man, why aren't... See, they have made black men be almost... It's almost like if you're a white person, you would automatically think, oh, that must have been a nigger goddamn shooting that. No, stupid. You see what I'm saying? You white monkey? No. Usually these mass shootings like this happen from your kind, right? Right? A nasty ass white man. You answer me? With low self-esteem, okay? He can't get no pussy. He look like a girl. He don't got nothing masculine looking about him, right? So now he gonna goddamn try his hardest now. Now he gonna overdo it. Overdo it, right? Oh, I'm gonna go on a fucking a spree. He gonna go on a spree, right? And be recognized as a goof, right? And that is what your whole entire race resembles. That's the roots of your race. Ignorant, violent, white monkeys, right? That are almost like, it's almost like, you've seen like the zombie movie where like, okay, like I Am Legend, right? Remember when I Am Legend zombie came outside in the sun? That is a perfect representation of the white people, the white man, and how they operate right now. Just like the biblical text, you can take things literally, or you can take things spiritually. Okay, what I'm saying to you is absolutely a scientific calculation. A white man can't stay in the sun for too long, right? But to compare it with a zombie from I Am Legend, where it's instant, right? They come outside, the sun burns them instantly, like a vampire, right? So vampires are real. And the thing is, this is why I don't like Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi, yeah, I'm gonna call you out. I don't give a fuck about your corny niggas, bro. You dark vampire niggas. You niggas are gay. All you niggas are gay. Y'all took the ancient symbols. Y'all took the ancient geometry, the ancient science. Y'all allowed a white man to teach you that shit. So now you walk around with pentagrams on you, bro. You don't even know why you got a pentagram on you, bro. You don't even understand the geometrical shapes and what it does and how it conjures up certain spirits, right? Stupid. There's no such thing as a black vampire. Can you put that through your head? Do you know what a vampire is? Vampires are allergic to the sun. First off, scientifically, there's no such thing as a black vampire, a black person that's a melanated vampire. Let's keep it like that. I don't like black or white either. It's a construct that was created by who? Who? Exactly. We in here fighting this war using they words and they terms, right? It's like we almost signed a terms of agreement and we didn't read it. You know? We signed the terms of agreement and we didn't read it. Right? What is black and what is white? I'm going to start saying highly melanated people, right? There is nobody that's a high even a slight bit, because if you have a light-skinned person still has more melanin, way more melanin than a dumb white person, right? White people they have the amount that is needed for a person to be able to be a person. I guess, right? They spend a little bit too long in the sun. Bro, name any other thing that's alive. Name me another life force that can't stay in the sun for longer than 15 minutes. There is no other life form, unless we're talking about something that lives underground, right? Something that has like almost opacity in their skin, right? Something that lives in a cave, never sees the sun. Yeah, those are not, they don't even have eyes. Because they don't, you see what I'm saying to you? So the closest thing that we can compare a white man to is some shit that don't even got eyes, that lives in a cave, that doesn't even communicate with the sun. You see what I'm saying to you now? So now the words that we use, it's all based in that root. That's why we are so lost. That's why we can't understand shit, because we're on the terms of something that we don't even relate to. We have to understand what's going on around us before we can even attack the subject at hand, right? Right? There, even on a military on a military type of scale, right? If you're trying to take over a compound or whatever, right? What do you do first? Tell me what you do first. You go and you get recon. You don't just go in there and fucking do what you do, right? Especially if you understand that it's a high value target in this compound. There's a way that you have to actually operate before you operate, right? They took all this shit from us, having the structure, having the understanding of what happens when you do something, right? If you do this, then that happens. Science, understanding all that, right? The laws, right? The laws of physics. All these things are a misrepresentation of them trying to understand how we get down. And once we understand that, then we'll be able to decipher this confusing world that has us under a spell.